Welcome to another video. Today we have an Accolade built developer cartridge, I suppose it is. I'm not entirely sure of how it functions because all that I get at the moment, just give it a restart, so I'll show you the cartridge in detail in a second, but pretty much all I've done is I've gone and hooked it in. It's got this one cable that runs away and it goes to, I can't get it out now. Gonna have to get a screwdriver for that one. Get out of the socket. There we go. Goes to that. And there's only one pin used on the back there, although, oh, it looks as though there was solder on another one. Oh dear. Anyone know what that other pin does? Or what the pin that's running from the cartridge does? Be great to know. Leave a comment. So at the moment, when you turn it on, you get nothing but the code monkeys, who seem to have been pretty close with Accolade from what I can understand. Going off the developer documents I received with the Mega CD development unit that is still in pieces, yeah, they were pretty friendly. Now, I don't know if this plug does go into the back, but I mean, it sort of makes sense. I mean, it could go to a controller. I don't know. Anyway, the point is it does something, and it'd be cool if we could work out what it's meant to do, whether it's just a test cart, whether... I'd like to know what that cable does, or could have done. Let's pull out the cartridge. I'll get this output on the table and we'll have a quick look. So here's the cartridge itself. I'm going to wrap some Captain tape over it because these capacitors going in and out past that cartridge flap look like they've nearly been snapped off. C9 looks like it has been snapped off. They all just seem to be 47 microfarad, 10 volts, so easy enough to find. Unfortunately, it's got this nice black epoxy, which sort of prevents me from poking around. I guess it also stops the components lifting as well, but so that's the front of the cartridge. We've got two chip holders here. They're holding 27256 chips. M27256. And yeah, that's them. Let's have a look at the other side of this board. If you're looking for some photos, retrojunkie.net, I've taken a whole bunch here in the photo gallery. Just have a look. Cable seems to go there. So we just follow that trace. It's not there. So that's unfortunate. But the interesting thing was that when I got this, I thought, oh, I don't really know who made it, who would have been made by. Because code monkeys seem to do code more than development hardware. Accolade, down the corner here, it was covered over with some thick black texture. Bit of methylated spirits. Bright as day. So we now know it's an Accolade card. And yep, Accolade and Code Monkeys were pretty close from what I can tell. Or at least Code Monkeys bought Accolade development hardware. But, I mean, the only way this sort of makes sense with whatever this does, if it does connect to the extension port at the back, it would have only been for VA, well, here in Australia, VA4s. But it came from overseas, Europe. Though it does say Genesis in the code on the actual chips, so yeah, it would have been developed earlier on for Accolade, by Accolade. So there you go. If you know any history on this card, it would be great if you could drop me a line. I did notice that in a video I was watching the Sonic files, which I found over on Sonic Cult or X-Cult something. There was actually a screen grab of this looking device, and then I had a quick, much closer look in 720p, and I noticed it's the same one. So it's got the same epoxy goo on the capacitors on different points. Now, while the picture wasn't clear, it definitely showed similar markings to these ones, which means it was in a video once and someone took a photo of it at some point in the past. So someone out there must know a bit of history behind it and what that cable does. So thanks for watching, and leave a comment. RetroJunkie.net, and you can catch me over on the Assembler forums under Retro Junkie, surprisingly. Don't forget to drop by. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. Thanks!